Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alicia, and in today's video, I'm going to do an update to my Pan Those eyeshadows. So briefly, I'm just going to cover that my last update was in June. I've moved, things have been really crazy, so I'm really behind on updating the progress for my project. I also feel a bit like disorganized with them, so what I'm going to do with this project is start from scratch. So I'm going to just roll out new shades and focus on those and just move forward. The reason I'm doing this is because I did try to film a July update and my mic wasn't on the entire time. So once I filmed it, I didn't think anything of it, deleted my tracking from my phone when it comes to my usage and everything, and then a couple days later went to edit and I had no sound. Because of that, I do want to show you guys like my progress on the shades and just hold them up to the screen so you can see, and then I'm just going to roll in new shades. So here are the 6 shades from my Pan Those eyeshadows. You can see I have pan on 3 of them. And then these ones, the gold I have like some usage, but the other 2 I really don't have too much. I am also going to continue focusing on only Natasha Denona shadows because I do have another project. I'm doing the A to Z project and focusing on eyeshadows, so I don't want to have too many brands going at once. What I have done is I've depotted all of my midi and full-size Natasha Denona palettes. The only ones that I wasn't able to depot are the mini, because if you depot those, you're going to ruin the palette. The other ones are magnetic and you can easily depot them. So I have them separated into 3 different palettes, and I've got all of my matte shades here, all of the midi shimmer shades, and then my regular sized shimmers right there. And just to kind of keep it even, I'm just going to pull 6 shades and I'm going to pull 2 from each palette, and I'm just going to use my random number generator. So I'm going to start with the midi shimmers, and there are 38 shades in this palette. I just always start, like if I'm looking at the palette, it's going to be the upper left hand corner. So that's where I always start, and I move my way across. So 1 through 38, and I need to pick 2 numbers. So I have 30 and 17. Okay, so here is where shade 17 was, and then there's shade 30. Shade 17 comes from the Glam palette, and it is the 9th shade in the palette. So you guys can kind of see I don't have too much of a dip in that. Here is a swatch of it, and I'm hopeful I can fix the lighting and editing, but that is a beautiful, just everyday lid, highlight, brow bone type of shade. The next one is from the Bronze palette, and it is the shade Palladium. And then you can see kind of my usage. I have a small dip, but not too much. And then a swatch of that one. That's a nice, like, bronze, almost taupey shade. So these will be great together or alone. So this palette is what's next, and this has 63 shades in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 1 through 63 and randomize 2 shades for that. So 1, we've got 16, and 33. Okay, so here's where shade 16 came from, and then shade 33. Shade 16 is from the Star palette, and it's the shade Polaris. This is one of my favorite shades. I love the Star palette, so very excited. I want to say I wore this as part of the look on my wedding day, but you can see it's just like an everyday Goldy Champagne shade. Next came from the Green Brown, and this was the 33rd one in the palette. This is the shade Pinja? I have written on here Pinija. Oh, that's pretty. That kind of reminds me, like it's a deep teal with a brown base. That's gorgeous. And all of these shades I feel like would work well together. So that's nice so far. All right, our last one is my all matte palette. There's 77 shades in here. So I'm gonna pick 2 shades. Whoops. Let's see. So shade number 10 and 48. Again, here are the spots for 10 and 38 down here. So number 10 comes from the Green Brown palette. This is the shade Grand Storm. You can tell I have not used this one much, so there's not much of a dip in it. Oh, those two will go together nicely though. Look how creamy that is. And last but not least, from the Bronze palette is the shade Sundown. On camera, it's looking very yellow, but it's definitely more of an orange. Like I said, because with moving, I don't have everything set up, but I'm hoping to fix any lighting and editing. Things are looking a bit more like yellow toned. All right, so that's my color story. I feel like that's giving me a little bit of fall vibes. I definitely think that I can hopefully get through 1 or 2 shades this month because these are nice neutral shades, and if you don't know me, you know I love neutral shades. I am excited to get some use out of this green. I think that is just like beautiful. I think this right here is a whole look waiting to be done. I am genuinely excited for this, so I'm glad that I kind of did a refresh. I definitely appreciate you guys for watching, and a lot of my projects I'll be doing a refresh on. Like I said, just because I feel a little disorganized, things have been kind of crazy, so you can kind of see in my upcoming videos what I do with each project I'm working on. Other than that, like I said, thank you so much for watching. I definitely appreciate it. If you want to see where I'm at next month, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.